Hey, this is Dave from YunaPRO, and in this video, I'm going to show you the 7 best Facebook content ideas that'll help your business get more paying customers and clients. And yes, these strategies are for business owners who want to make more sales. The 7 Facebook posts that I'm about to show you are exactly the types of posts that I've used to earn millions of dollars all through Facebook. Here's one of my businesses here, and you can see $1.6 million over the last year, and this was all driven by Facebook content, like the types of posts that we're about to take a look at. So while you could use these 7 pieces of content to get more likes and get more engagement and get more views, these will help with that, but the true intention of these 7 post types is to drive sales. So if you have an online business and you want to get more sales, these 7 types of Facebook posts are going to help you. Let's dive in. So you've got an online business, you want to make more sales, you want to take on more clients, get more customers, and you've been creating lots of Facebook content. Maybe your content is great, but eventually you found that you've begun to run out of ideas for new types of content. What should you post next? And the reality is, when you get stuck in a content rut like this, you probably noticed this, your engagement starts to go down because your content starts to get repetitive. Less engagement gives you less opportunity to make more sales. Now, some people will tell you, go and just create more content, post more, and it's all going to fix itself. And that's absolutely not true. In fact, if you're stuck in a rut with the type of content to create and you're posting the same thing over and over again, as Facebook sees that your content is getting less engagement, it's going to show your posts to fewer and fewer people, which is going to make your sales problem even worse. No. So it's time to change up your content. And that's where these 7 Facebook content ideas are really going to help out. There's 7 different Facebook posts, and each of these are used for a very specific purpose on Facebook. So we're going to go through them one by one, explaining how the post works, and then also explaining what the goal from that post is. And then as you learn these 7 different types of posts, depending on your need right now, you can just plug these into your business to start generating more sales and getting more paying clients. So the first type of content is called a divisive statement. A divisive statement. Let me show you an example here. This is one that I posted on my personal Facebook profile. It says, with 3 billion active users on Facebook, lead gen is never the problem. If a biz isn't making sales, it's always a lead nurturing problem. This is an example of a divisive statement. The goal of a statement like this is to position yourself as an authority, to show that you have some inside scoop or some sort of experience that would make people want to buy from you. Now, it's really important that this divisive statement is actually divisive. It must be something that people could look at and say, no, I disagree. Because when it's divisive, that's going to stir up conversation. Again, let me show you here. You can see that this particular post, simple post, takes me 30 seconds to create this post, 177 likes and 70 comments. And as we go through and take a look at these comments, a lot of people are saying, yeah, I agree. But other people are saying, no, I disagree. And that's the point, is you want to be starting a conversation that allows Facebook to see that this post is driving a lot of engagement. Therefore, Facebook is going to show your post to more people. It's got to be divisive. I'm going to show you an example here. So going back to this post, you can see that I created this on October 30th. And then I'm going to go over to this post here, and you can see that this was actually created on October 31st. So let me read this out to you. It says, with 3 billion active users on Facebook, lead gen isn't the problem. If your business is struggling with sales, it's generally a lead nurturing problem. Now notice something here. Obviously the person who posted this had read my post and they saw that my post was successful. It was getting engagement. And so they said, oh, I'm going to take that post and I'm going to use it in my Facebook group. But notice the difference. Going back to my post, it says, if a business is making sales, it's always a lead nurturing problem. It says it's never a lead gen problem. It's very definitive. This is what makes it divisive. And we go back to the copied version here. Notice it says if your business is struggling with sales, it's generally a lead nurturing problem. Notice that this softens the stance. It takes less of a strong position and therefore builds less authority and generates less conversation. And you can see this example here got 7 likes, but no conversation started. You want your divisive post to be firm and divisive. That's why they're going to help you build authority and help you make more sales. That's content type number 1. Content type number 2 is niche specific reels. Niche specific reels. Let me show you an example here. So over on my profile, here's a reel that I posted to my audience that's full of people building businesses using Facebook. Let's take a look at the description of this, and you'll notice here it says this is all about meta verified and whether getting meta verified is worth the price tag. So this is very relevant to people who are building businesses using Facebook. And notice that this reel did generate some engagement here, 37 likes, 13 comments, but most importantly, check this out, 6 shares. Niche specific reels are the best type of content in order to get more followers. And when people are sharing this particular reel, that's putting my reel in front of new audiences who normally wouldn't see my content. Therefore, people who now see that reel through the share share are given an opportunity to come over and follow me so that they see future content from me. And this isn't just my opinion. Let me show you what Mark Zuckerberg says about Reels. So this is coming from his quarterly 3 report about what's happening in Meta. He says, Reels are now graduated from being an early initiative. So he's basically saying, Reels, we were just testing out Reels at first to see if people were interested in them, to see if they would get engagement. But he says now they're being a core part of our apps. So going forward, we're going to continue focusing on Reels. Zuckerberg's made it very clear. If you want to grow your audience, if you want to get more followers, use Reels. And it's important that they're niche specific Reels. Again, going back to this example that I'm showing you here, notice that this is tailored for exactly the type of audience member that I want. This Reel is designed to bring me followers who would be interested in what I have to offer. And you can do the same. Posting generic Reels aren't going to help you grow the audience you want. Your Reels must speak to your ideal audience. Niche specific Reels. That's content type number 2. Content type number 3 is posting family pictures. Family pictures. And bear with me here. You might think, well, how's that going to help me get sales? Let me go over to my profile here and you're going to see this picture. It's of me and my wife, Lucy, out for a hike. Well, why would I post this? You'll notice that we go back and take a look at the copy for this post. This is actually a business post. It talks about making a $50,000 investment in a business and then what the result of that was. So this is giving my audience some inspiration and helping my audience move forward with their businesses. But you'll notice that the photo attached to this business post is a family picture. Why did I do that? Well, we know that family pictures are great for getting engagement. When we take a look at this particular post here, you can see 182 likes, 71 comments, and 1 share. Now, if I had posted some sort of business image, yeah, this post may have still gotten some engagement, but we know that smiling faces, family photos, pictures of kids, pictures of pets, those types of pictures are going to drive engagement. They're going to get people to stop and read your content, take in your message, like it, comment, and share. So content type number 3 is using family photos. These are especially helpful with posts on your personal profile, just like this one. So that's content type number 3, posting family photos to drive engagement on your personal profile. Content type number 4 is a what's in it for me poll. And this is used to drive engagement inside your Facebook group. Let me show you again an example here. This poll says, help, we need your input. Lucy, my wife, and I were preparing a seminar that shows the detailed steps of how we get well over 100 targeted new members into our Facebook group each week without ads. However, we want to make sure that what we share is relevant to you and easily actionable. So tell us, what's the status of your Facebook group? Now notice this. This then rolls into a poll where members from our group can vote on their status. Either they say, well, I haven't started a Facebook group, or I'm a beginner, I have one, but I'm not monetizing yet. They might say, I'm an intermediate, my group produces a bit of revenue, or I'm advanced, my group is very profitable. And you can see here that this simple poll generated 162 votes and 41 comments, so generated some good engagement inside of our Facebook group. The key, however, to getting engagement on a poll inside your group is to make sure it's what's in it for me. It needs to clearly explain why someone would want to vote. Why would someone want to participate? And going back to the copy in this post, it's very clear. It's saying we're going to help you grow your group. We're going to help you get new leads. You just need to tell us what's the status of your Facebook group. Tell us the status, engage, and we're going to give you this valuable thing. What's in it for me? And when you do this, a what's in it for me poll inside your Facebook group, this is a great way to generate more engagement. That's content type number 4. And as a side note, while we're talking about Facebook groups, if you do have a Facebook group and you want to fill up your group quickly with targeted leads, we recorded the entire process that we use to add thousands of members to any Facebook group. Any niche, this process is so simple to follow and you don't have to spend $1 on ads. It's 100% for free. So I'll put a link in the description of this video, and if you want to check it out, you can gain access there. Now, content type number 5 is a text-only testimonial. Let me show you an example here. This is an example that I put inside one of our Facebook groups, and it says, please help me cheer on Karen, and then I tag Karen. She just joined us in YunaPRO 10 days ago and has already signed on 3 new clients. Hashtag taking action. So very simple post that's meant to nurture the leads inside this Facebook group. So a text-only testimonial is a great way for you to nurture your leads so that they move closer towards making a purchase from you. Now let me show you down here. Let's look at the engagement. A simple testimonial post like this got 75 likes and 56 comments from people cheering Karen on. In addition, as those comments started coming in, some of our leads said, hey, how can I sign up? Tell me more. Give me details. sales, which is exactly what you're looking for as well. When you post a text-only testimonial, that's the goal, to nurture your leads, to get them closer to buying from you. Now, before we take a look at a different example, I do want to point something out about the copywriting for this particular post. Notice it says, please help me cheer on Karen. So it gives people something very clear that they can do. In the comment section, they can say something like this, woohoo, congratulations, wow, that's awesome. Or like I mentioned, some people came back and said, can you explain how this works? So there's your nurturing opportunity. But this line is very important. You want to encourage your audience to be positive people, to help others, to cheer others on. That's why they're going to want to engage. Now, I want to contrast this with a non-text only testimonial. Let me show you this one that's an image-based testimonial. And you'll see here it says, please help me applaud Gil. So very similar to the text-only testimonial we just looked at. And now it goes on to explain a little bit of details. It says he's growing his group, he's getting leads, he's doing all this amazing stuff. And then it posted a picture of what Gil had sent over to me, talking about all the wins that he had had since he joined our YunaPRO program. Now, at first looking at this, you might think, well, of course that's going to be successful. That's a great testimonial. But when we go and take a look, you'll notice that there are fewer likes and far fewer comments. And this isn't a one-off example that I'm cherry picking here. We split tested this many, many times. Text-only testimonials versus image-based testimonials, and text-only testimonials almost always win. So if you want to nurture your leads and move them closer towards making a purchase from you, start using these text-only testimonials. That's content type number 5. Content type number 6 is a two-step, and you can use this anywhere on Facebook. I'm going to show you an example. This one's off my personal profile. Let me read it out to you. It says, Lucy and I got something cool, a Facebook compliant sales script that sells $200,000 to $25,000 offers to Facebook leads. Anyone want a copy? And two-step posts like this are great for getting into prospecting conversations. So the specific purpose of a two-step is to get your leads to raise their hand and say, yes, I'm interested in something, that you can then leverage to start a messenger conversation. Let me show you down here. So in this case, I've got Carlos. He says, yes, I want it. Carlos, no problem. Just sent you a message in Messenger. Did you see it? And now, because Carlos raised his hand and said, yes, I want this thing, I've now sent him a message in Messenger to start a prospecting conversation to see if you'd be interested in getting some more help. This is a sales opportunity, and that's exactly what you can do from a two-step post. You give people value, you start a messenger conversation, you prospect to see if they're a qualified lead, and then you can make them an offer. That's content type number 6. It's a two-step, and it's great for starting prospecting conversations. And finally, content type number 7 is a live training, and live trainings are the best type of content to convert directly from your post. I'm going to show you an example here. So I'm over in one of our Facebook groups, Audience and Influence, and when I go down here, you'll see that this is the training that I referenced in that two-step we just looked at. Remember, the Facebook compliant sales script for selling $200,000 to $25,000 offers to Facebook leads. So I created a two-step to start prospecting conversations, but I also followed up with a live training where we could deliver our audience with a huge amount of value. So let me show you how this works. Down here, you'll notice there's this live training where we're talking about selling to Facebook leads. And your entire goal from running a live training is to deliver so much value to your leads that two things happen. Number one, they recognize you know your stuff. You can definitely help them. And number two, they feel indebted to you because you gave them so much value for free. When you make them an offer, they're much more likely to say, yes, it's time for me to reciprocate. It's time for me to pay you back. You've already given me so much. Now let's take a look at the insights for this particular post here. You'll see that this post reached just about 1,000 people, but more important is this. There's over 2,000 engagements on this post. And these are leads inside our Facebook group who maybe have been watching us for days or weeks or months, maybe even years. And now through a live training, you can deliver so much value that any leads who are sort of on the tipping point, they were thinking about buying, now they get nudged over the edge. They say, wow, that was awesome. Now I'm ready to make a commitment. I'm ready to buy. And that's why live trainings are amazing for sales conversions. That's the purpose of them, to deliver you sales, to generate revenue, to get new clients. That's content type number 7, live trainings for sales conversions. And if you sell a high ticket product or service and you want to make your sales through a sales call, so you might use a live training like this to nurture your leads to get them to book a sales call. If you're using sales calls and you want to close those sales more consistently, we put something together for you. We really do have an amazing sales script that's 100% Facebook compliant, and it's proven to sell offers between $200 all the way up to $25,000. If you want access to that sales script, we're happy to share it with you. I'll put a link in the description of this video. Go ahead and click that link and you get access to the entire sales script, and you can start using it today to close more sales. Now, I know we just covered a lot, so let's do a quick little recap of the 7 types of content that you can use on Facebook to generate more sales. First, we looked at a divisive statement to build up your authority. Second, we looked at niche specific reels to increase your followers. Third, we posted family photos on your personal profile to drive more engagement. engagement. Fourth, you created what's in it for me polls inside your Facebook group to drive engagement in the group. Fifth, you used text-only testimonials to nurture your leads. Sixth, you posted a two-step to start prospecting conversations. And seventh, we use live trainings to finally convert sales. And those are the 7 types of Facebook content that I personally use, but in full transparency, I do have a secret weapon that makes all these pieces of content so much more successful. That secret weapon is called YunaPRO. If you haven't checked out YunaPRO, you gotta check it out. Go over to YunaPRO.com. YunaPRO goes out onto Facebook and it finds your ideal leads. It brings those leads over into your audience. It helps spark engagement, start conversations, and it helps you make sales to all your Facebook leads. YunaPRO has been a game changer for my business. I know you're gonna love it as well, so go over to YunaPRO.com. Well, that's what I got for you in this video. If this video was helpful, give it a like. And if you have any comments or questions about these 7 types of Facebook content, go ahead and leave those in the comment section below. I'm happy to help out. And again, if you haven't checked out YunaPRO, you gotta check it out. If you're building your business on Facebook, YunaPRO is gonna save you so much time and it's gonna get you so much faster results. Go over to YunaPRO.com. You're absolutely gonna love it. Well, thanks for checking out this video. Can't wait to see you in the next video.